Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 369.
3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 369, because math.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, people.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
And, wow, it's been a week.
Has it?
It's been a week.
Been crazy.
Two winter storms, lots of snow,
Yep.
lots of cold temperatures,
Yep.
and a Broadway show.
It's just been a week, everyone.
You know?
Oh, there's...
And, of course, Peanut.
Yeah.
So anyway,
We're just going to leave him there.
Yeah, we'll see where he goes from.
Yeah, he might sit down. You never know.
You never know where he's going. He's
I don't think he ever really knows where he's going, if we're being honest.
Always looking
for a party. Always. Yeah.
Always. So
anyway, so we had a crazy fun week.
Crazy fun week. Busy.
It was like maybe 2 hours after we... Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it was like maybe 2 hours after we finished recording. Like by the time our video went live, I knew I wasn't working on Monday. So,
yeah,
because of the snow.
Because if you were here last week,
right,
you know, we were anticipating that it was going to be the first significant snowfall.
Right, which it was. It was like almost a foot of snow.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then...
you're probably not even listening
to I know. Hold on.
What we're saying because,
Because you got a cat butt.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Okay, if you want to be the star of the show, then we'll make you the star of the show.
Yeah, that's right. Here you go.
Yeah. Okay.
He says, I don't know what's happening.
He's like, I don't like it.
So anyway,
I wanted to be anyway, so then we got a ton of snow on Monday.
Yeah.
And then by maybe mid-afternoon, it was when I started shoveling. Because there's no point in my brain to start shoveling before the snow stops falling.
No.
I know that there's different brains of thought around that, but whatever.
You wait until it's over.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
In my opinion.
Right. And she doesn't shovel.
She wouldn't let me go out, guys.
Nope.
She wouldn't.
Nope. So I got all bundled up and then went out there and
Had
shoveled.
to really dig in my closet for my bean boots.
Yeah, yeah. I probably could find mine probably pretty easily, but
I didn't know you had any. Ooh, I don't really want you there, bud. Nope, I don't really want you there.
Here you go. Okay. So so that was fun, and I'm just going to admit I do the absolute bare minimum to get out, okay? I'm not going to...
Oh, yeah.
We have such a long driveway that...
There's measurements of snow that we deem drive-overable.
Correct.
So
12 inches is not it, but I was able to, like, literally... So we have a base of our driveway, and then we have, like... I say, look, that is a lie. That's not the incline. But
oh no, but it's a very shallow grade up to the street.
So I put on my boots and I just shuffled 2 lanes, 1 for each tire, you know. And then
we have 4 tires on our car, by the way.
Right, each set of tires, okay. And then just gun it, you know,
that was my advice.
Gun it,
just gun it,
and that's what I did. So. You can take the girl out of New England, but you can't take the New England out of the girl.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You cannot.
Once you live through 8 New England winters, you figure it out.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but this type of snow really just,
of course.
So anyway, but because the snowfall was so significant, and
we officially got, on the first big dump, we got 11 inches.
Yeah.
And then that was happening during our last FlossTuber.
Sure.
And then later on last week,
we got another 4 or 5.
We got another, I'm going to say 4 here.
Yeah.
Other places, you know, the river has a lot to do with how much snow you get.
Sure, yeah.
And we are, you know, we are half an hour away from the river, but, you know, on the other side of the river is Northern Kentucky, and Northern Kentucky oftentimes gets very different weather than we get up here in Warren County, Ohio. So it does, you know, vary.
So anyway, so the keepsakes was closed. Like I didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday. I don't typically work Wednesdays, and the shop was open Wednesday. And then Thursdays the shop is closed. And then Friday I went in super early because we were expecting snow late in the afternoon. So like all of us showed up at like 9 because StitchAway starts tomorrow. So it was like the worst week of ever to have snow is the week before the second largest event that we put on. But this is also like the 28th time we've done it. So it's kind of like old hat. It almost runs itself, you know? So, and we do really well about like delegating responsibilities and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel great about it. It's not that, but it's just, I get very like, I just want FaceTime with everyone before StitchAway.
Yeah.
So anyway,
she was very apologetic about being home, and I don't understand why. You kept saying, "I'm sorry, but you got me another day," and I was like, "That's my preference."
Oh,
is to
isn't that sweet?
You know. Thumpity thump thump
thumpity thump.
But no, I mean,
look at Frosty go.
She goes, "Well, you probably have your routine, don't you, when you're
First
here by yourself?"
Don't sound like that. Second of all, you know it's true. Okay, I have my post-midnight routine after you go to bed. So when you stay up past midnight, it changes my routine.
Does it screw you up? Are you upset that I'm still up?
Am I upset? No. But last night when we got home, so you
think of a Venn diagram.
Right.
You know, we're together in that little diamond-shaped thing in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise, you know, I have my morning, she has her nighttime. Whatever.
Anyway, so, and then I don't even remember if it was like a week ago, but Pam got an email that was like, "We look forward to seeing you at the Aeronaut." And we were like, "Why are you seeing us at the Aeronaut?" So last July,
I have no memory of buying these.
Neither do I. I have none, which is scary. Okay, because I'm supposed to be the one, the memory keeper. Yeah. Okay, so
and then you said download your tickets. 2 days later, and we were download your tickets, and I'm like,
"What show are we going to?"
You know, when I'm seeing these emails that she hasn't gotten up yet, and I'm like, the and waiting, you know, and so she finally, you know, got up, and she got up, and I said, "So guess what we're doing Saturday night?"
I was like, "Sounds great, love that."
It wasn't a Saturday she had to work.
No.
Snow or no snow.
Yeah.
Which might have posed a little bit of a wrinkle, but
it would have been doable regardless.
We would have done it.
Yeah.
So, the last time we went down to the Aeronaut was to see Book of Mormon, as you may remember.
Which was almost a year ago now.
Which was almost a year ago. It was in February 2024, and we ate outside.
Yeah, that's how warm it was.
And
which is hilarious.
Lots of people were walking around. It was like February, February. It was like whatever.
Yeah. Anyway.
So of course, very different story last night. And you said,
did we tell them what we saw yet?
Oh, we saw Les Mis.
Yeah, Les Mis.
But you said you were surprised at how well the sidewalks downtown.
I was kind of shocked, if I'm being honest.
And
the roads were not as well as I thought they were going to be in downtown Cincinnati, but the sidewalks were exceptional.
So we went down in time to eat, and we had a great meal at Nicholson's, which is right across the street from the theater. What a horde of people! And I heard a guy behind me once we got seated, who was thinking there was a good possibility
that they'd have to cancel that show.
They'd have to cancel.
Right.
And
did they have a Friday night show? Do you know?
Well, it opened on the 8th.
Okay.
I did look at that, and last night would have been the 11th.
So they probably had a Friday night show. Whatever.
So anyway, but he said I would have checked into seeing if I could swap my tickets for another show or another showing of Les Mis.
Right.
This is Broadway in Cincinnati. You know, every big city has this series. Anyway, so but another fellow that was talking to him said, when it's a sold-out show, you can't do that. So I think that in the end, that is why the theater was packed.
Oh, yeah.
And we were pretty high up. I don't want to be any higher in future.
Yeah.
We were lower down at Loge for Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
But
we've seen Les Mis a
million times. We know the songs. We know the story.
Yeah.
So to see the faces up close was not that important, but only minimally annoying. Not annoying, but bothersome.
Sure.
But voices. Oh my God.
Yeah.
These voices were incredible. So anyway, that's how our week ended.
Yep.
Last night, which was an unexpected but very fun evening out downtown Cincinnati.
It was great
to see Les Mis.
So needless to say, I've had a lot of extra stitching time this week because I have not been at the shop. So don't worry, all of this chitter chatter at the beginning will be made up for when we show you all our cross stitch. Okay,
that's right. We do want to take a moment to acknowledge the terrible situation in LA. I don't talk about it a whole lot because it was a long time ago, but I worked in LA for a couple years, 3 years.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of a familiarity with the area. I actually commuted in from Riverside because Steph's dad was stationed out at 15th Air Force in Riverside. So anyway, it is terrible. And we encourage you to find a way to help. There are lots of ways to help.
In whatever way you can.
You know, as Mr. Rogers used to say, you know.
Look for the helpers.
Look for the helpers. Yep. So anyway, look for the helpers and be a helper.
And we know that we have a lot of people that watch our channel and people that we love and people that we've met at retreats who call California and, you know, Southern California home, and just know that we are thinking of you and we love you, and it's just awful. So
yeah, I mean, particularly those that are not featured on your news streams and your big news shows. You know, you're going to hear about the celebrities and you're going to hear about, you know, other famous people, but I'm sure that there are folks who are
everyday Americans,
every strata of society. So anyway, we wanted to make sure we mentioned that.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about cross stitch now. How about we do that?
Well, we're going to do this first.
Well, that is part of...
Is it?
The cross stitch, yeah.
Okie dokie. That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment. Pam's pinned comment is the one comment that I pinned at the top of all the comments from last week's video.
Nope. I said, yep.
Oh, I thought you said nope.
Nope.
I was like, yeah, that's what I do.
You're like, that's what it is.
And this comes to us from a person who is a frequent viewer and commenter, and their username is Wayne Moore 1708. And I learned a little bit about Wayne Moore 1708 by this comment, which I don't know why I didn't know this before. But anyway.
That's okay.
Happy New Year, ladies.
Happy New Year.
Great to see you again. It's been a while since I've been on. Okay, that explains it. And then she said, I've spent the last 3 months traveling around Australia. How wonderful.
That sounds lovely.
Except, she said, he or she, I'm not sure. I'd love a little bit of that winter weather you're having. You want it? Come get it.
Yeah, it's yours.
She said it's heat waves here in Sydney and the humidity levels are so bad. Enjoyed today's video. See you next time. With the cutest little koala emojis. And Australian flag and the waving hand. So, yeah, you know, contrasts.
I know, it's wild that
extreme contrast.
I mean, even
I don't know whether this person is in Australia or just on vacation, but
I don't know.
We have not been able to get out of below freezing temperatures, and she's talking about
or they're talking
heat
about
and humidity.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, that was pinned, like I said, because I thought it was just so interesting. We're all just, you know.
I mean, it's the juxtaposition between the foot of snow we got in Cincinnati and heat waves in Australia and fires in California, and
it's a lot of weather, folks. It's a lot of weather.
Wild. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. We're going to shout out 2 great FlossTubers for you. This is our silver and gold segment.
Yep.
And the first one is very new, and the second one has been around a while, and we've known this person for several years. So, I want to talk about Sheldon.
Yep.
Have you found Sheldon yet? Sheldon is in Manitoba, Canada, and his channel name is Sheldon in stitches.
I love it.
You need to go check out Sheldon. He has a wide variety of projects going. And he basically decided to start a FlossTube because he doesn't have anybody to talk to about stitching. So go talk to Sheldon.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he likes to talk about his stitching and there's no one there. Anyway, he has all of Brooks Books' Advent animals started. All of his small pieces of fabric are all cut, and he's made stitches in each one of them. He's also been working on a temperature chart as a gift, and he's got some full coverage and some modern folk going. So
yeah, I'm looking
make
at his
sure,
page, his Instagram. It's
and
great.
His Instagram is the same title.
Yep.
So
awesome.
Go check out Sheldon.
Yes, please.
Our gold FlossTuber is our friend Marissa, who lives in Rhode Island, and her channel is Geeky Witch. Her title page says Ramblings from a Geeky Witch, but basically Geeky Witch is what you want to look for.
Yeah.
She is a Wentzler fanatic, if you didn't know that already.
As in Teresa Wentzler.
As in Teresa Wentzler. And she also has a variety of projects going, including, I think, the same tree temperature chart that Sheldon showed on his intro FlossTube. I didn't mention, and I should have, Sheldon has put up his inaugural episode. And we want him to keep making them FlossTubes. So anyway, when I was watching Melissa, I was like, wait a minute. I think I've seen that
before. Tree
temperature chart before.
Right.
She is very involved in local guilds and online guilds. And she's done a couple of really good videos on how to pack for retreats. Awesome. So make sure you go check out that.
Yeah.
So good going, Melissa. We met Melissa at the farm several years ago.
Yeah.
And during some of the videos I watched, she was talking about getting ready to go up to the farm. Yep. And that's in Troy, New Hampshire. And we haven't been in several years. Unfortunately, it hasn't been
lined up with our schedule.
So anyway, Sheldon and Melissa, go check them out.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Let's see. I think that means it's time to start talking about stitching.
It is.
Okay. What have you been stitching this week, Steph?
Okay. So, we're still seeing the ripple effects of the Instagram Whip Parade New Year's Eve thing that we did.
Yeah.
So, I'm probably going to say this every time, but, while we were doing that, I made a separate pile of projects that I wanted to either finish this year or like focus on this year. Some of them I think I can easily finish. Some of them I just want to get some tangible progress in.
That's right. Tangible progress.
So, one of them is hands down probably one of my oldest whips. If you are a long time Just Keep Stitching viewer, then you will understand the reference. But this is a pattern from Ardith Designs, and it is called Banana Pants Purdy. And this was made because it was a phrase that I used like all the time. It was, if something was crazy, it was banana pants. So like, it's just banana pants. And so she designed this chart. Now, I will say, this is technically a sheet, according to the blurb on the back. But for me, it's a he. And because it's MAC. Okay, thank you. And so what's really cool about this...
Who is crazy?
Literally insane.
Certified.
Yeah. So, what is really cool about this is that, like, this was just really, I don't know, just really neat. And, yeah, this came out in 2018. So that's how old this is. And what was really cool is that she worked with Victoria Motto to hand dye specific threads. One is Banana Pants Yellow, and the other is Purdy Orange. which was like so crazy to me. And I do believe, yeah, you can see both of them in here. So this is on, wait for everyone to sit down.
Put your drink down.
This is on 28 count. Jobelin, I think.
It's an even weave of some.
Yeah, of some variety.
Right.
So, when I picked it up, I had, like, when I showed it in the whip parade, I had the lighthouse and the boat and the waves done, and I had the hat and started the orange hat. Everything else, I still need to just finish Purdy. And do all the back stitch and stuff like that. And so, I've been working on this the last few days, and here's what I have.
The shirt came out so good.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how that. So
you kept showing me, and you were worried about the variegation.
Sure, yeah.
And it's perfect.
Oh, thank you. So when it comes to the colors on here, so the DMC white is DMC white, DMC the moss green that's on the outside of the boat, that is the same as called for. This orange is the Purdy orange. And then this yellow that's like on the lighthouse here, that is the banana pants yellow. Obviously, Purdy's pants will be yellow as well. And then the teal for the shirt, the purple that you see in like his nose, and this purple here, and there's purple dots there. Anyway, that is a different Victorian motto. I used a color and cotton from Stash, and this teal was supposed to be another Victorian motto. I pulled a color and cotton from Stash, and that pink was just one I pulled from Stash. So, I mean, I'm excited to get it done.
When she sent you the pattern, she sent you the Victorian mottos that she had specifically
hand dyed
for
for this piece, was just
right.
the two.
Yeah.
And this is the cute little like fruit thing that I get to attach at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to finally get this done, and also it just makes me so happy because
it takes us back.
It does, yeah.
To our
2018.
Our first floss tubes.
Yep.
And I don't know, is this still something people can get if they really wanted to?
I will look that up when you are talking about your whips.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I'll see if it's still available. I don't see why not. And I will, of course, interject when I figure it out.
There's that website there. I don't even know whether she's keeping that website up.
Yeah,
anymore.
so I'll do some research and I'll link it below if it's something that you would like. And
I mean, if you like cats and you like lighthouses
and nautical,
then
this is the vibe.
I mean,
and then also like this is how much I used to say banana pants. Okay, so much to love had a custom bag made.
Yeah.
So there's bananas.
Yeah.
And pants.
Yeah.
Isn't it so fun? Like, what do I put in this?
That's the test of how long you've been watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Is if you remember all these references to banana
I even have
a needle minder.
A little banana needle minder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So funny. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, I'll do some research and I will link below what I can.
Oh, it's super cute.
And it's really going to really come to life when I put the back stitch in and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
but I really, really like it. So we're going to get it done and get it finished and all the things. So I do have something else I worked on, but I finished it. So that'll come up next.
You're going to have to wait a minute.
Yep, absolutely. All right. That's what is my active whip. What about you, Pamela?
Okay. So first things first, if you have watched us recently over the latter part of last year, you know that I found the gals over in France, Delphine and I can't remember the other gal's name, sorry, who have a Facebook group and are designing free charts. You might have seen Brenda at Handwork Maniac. She did an autumn bingo chart, which is adorable. So anyway, we'll link all that. We linked it last week. So it's been since 2021, I think, that I've done a temperature chart. And
I don't believe that. You've done temperature chart every year since 2021? You've done 4 of them?
No. I've only done one other one, but it's been since that one.
Oh, since 2021. Since you've done. I thought you were saying you've done.
Okay. So that was the temperature bookshelf. There's just a few details, like I want to put a color grid and what it represents on that before I get it framed, but haven't been back to that. This is called Projet Temperature 2025 from the French gals. And the interesting thing about this one is that you start in the bottom left.
Yeah.
As if the flowers are growing, if you will. So I use, in the States, there's a website, I don't know if it's international, it's called AccuWeather, and it gives you the high and the low temperature for each day. So that's what I've been using, and I've been recording since the first of the month, first of the year, and then writing down the DMC number that it calls for that temperature range, right? I'm assuming most of you know what temperature charts do. So,
Banana Pants Purdy is on her Gumroad.
There you go.
So, I will link that.
And Gumroad is one of those that you can pay
pick
her
your
what
price.
pick your price.
I'm kind of confused because it says $8.99, so maybe that's like the recommended price. I'm not sure, but I'll put the link.
But at least it's still available. That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
No, okay. So, not that you would want to screenshot this, obviously, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days out of 11, it's been DMC 554, which is the range for anywhere from Fahrenheit now, 25 to 29. So now you can, now you have an idea how cold it's been here.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm doing it on. This is what it looks like so far. I don't remember what I'm doing it on, honestly.
It's a needle and flax.
Needle and flax. Oh, it's Thornfield. That's right. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Yeah. So here we are in January, starting from the ground up, and you can see all the purples. Yeah.
I liked it. So did you notice that, like, as you go along, the flower shapes change?
No, I did not.
So if
I see that now.
So it's like almost kind of snowflakey vibes. And then flowers, fruit, leaves. So you get 3 months of snowflakes, 3 months of flowers, 3 months of fruit, 3 months of leaves.
Okay, that's even cooler. I was
really proud of myself.
So, yeah. So, that's where I am, and that is what I start my day with every single day. Other people, like, wait a week, and if I get behind, like, I don't know, if I don't take this to StitchAway, I don't know whether I would or not. I haven't decided what I'm taking to StitchAway. But anyway, it's just a matter of looking back in your weather app or whatever you use. So, that is Projet Temperature,
a.k.a. the temperature chart.
A.k.a. the temperature chart from the French gals. And we'll give you the names and everything in the notes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, my first stitch of the day is a usually out of print unicorn chart of mine.
Yeah.
That I really want to get these done.
That someone's loaned to you.
That someone has loaned to me. Right. And so this one is Abbey Rose, 'Tis the Season. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
I'm covering up this little address label.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm stitching this on PTP what?
Oaken.
Why can I never remember that?
That's what I'm for.
So this is the second, or the companion piece. First of all, this is Merry Christmas, which was also loaned to me. And so I sort of twisted the fabric around to do both of them on the Oaken. And
There you go.
Most of the bell that I'm working on right now was stitched during Jimmy Carter's state funeral. Because that was another big event of the week. So, and I have the rest of this ribbon to finish, and then the ribbon will be done.
Okay.
So, what I have left is obviously finish that strand of ribbon. Then at the base of the bell, you see the little village and the word season at the bottom.
Cool.
So I'm making good progress on it.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Love the colors. Pam. It's a really fun, easy stitch.
Absolutely.
But Abby Rose no longer designs, and these are very hard to find.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Next is my Call the Midwife chart, or the official name is Londra 1950 from Lily Violet.
Cute.
And this is the result, as Stephanie said, the aftermath of our whip parade on New Year's Eve. I actually created a wheel that I spin once a month for projects that I showed in the whip parade, and I kept saying barely started.
Right.
And so in the course of the Instagram Live, it was pretty much decided that my wheel would be called my BS wheel.
For barely started.
For barely started.
Right.
You can go anywhere you want to with BS, okay?
Bologna sandwich.
A bologna sandwich would not be what...
It's not?
Would not be where I would go. But anyway, I don't remember.
Imagine what it was.
I'm stitching this on
Boardwalk from Color and Cotton.
from Color and Cotton. And I've now got 2 of the midwives in. And I'm sort of assigning them names. And I can't remember what I assigned them for names, but it's in my Instagram feed.
Here, thank you.
And it was also decided...
So cute.
Last week, it was since the whip parade, that one of them should be Trixie. And
yes.
I agree. So
the last girl you make is going to be Trixie.
Trixie
right?
hasn't got a head yet.
Trixie's headless. Headless Trixie.
Yeah, but it will
but
be
don't
Trixie.
worry, everyone.
Yeah, she'll get a
Trixie
head, and
will
her
get a
hair
head.
will be blonde.
Yes.
And I think I've mentioned before that I will also translate the Londra to London.
Yeah. Yep.
So
awesome.
anything that has to do with PBS and Masterpiece Theater and all that stuff is good with me.
Next.
Okay. This is on my WIPGO board multiple times.
Okay.
Because I really would like to see
some tangible progress.
On this one. Interesting. It is a Bucilla Heirloom Collection kit featuring a picture from the cover of Saturday Evening Post. And that is what it will look like. I'm using all the kit materials.
Oh, that's Millie. I couldn't figure out what that was.
So I think most of my WIPGO board contains dates or numbers that call for this project. I thought it was interesting to read a little bit about the artwork. Rural Post Office at Christmas. This is just a short little paragraph.
Okay.
When the U.S. Postal Service was the only option for shipping Christmas gifts, and there was no such thing, believe it or not, as overnight delivery. The slogan, "Don't delay mail today," was heard often during the holiday season. Artist Dohanos, and I don't know him at all.
No.
Dohanos, echoes this public service announcement in his painting using the P.O. post office of Georgetown, Connecticut as his setting. That's the actual postmaster. This guy going in. Julius Johnson. No, the postmaster is the guy inside. Julius Johnson inside, waiting for Georgetown resident Levi Squires. If that isn't a New England name, Levi. Boy, do I have Levi's in my family tree. Levi Squires and his packages. And Squires had been kind enough to loan Dohanos his truck, as well as the modeling services of his dog, an extremely patient cow, because the dog is in the driver's seat, and the cow is in the back.
See the dog in the driver's seat?
Yeah.
And obviously you see the cow in the back.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss.
Yeah. So anyway, this was this included 28 count mushroom even weave, all the floss, and I am doing pretty well on this. Actually,
I should say.
I want to make sure I hold it up right.
Yep. That would be helpful.
Well, you'll be able to tell immediately if I have it upside down.
The dog's hanging from the ceiling.
So anyway, what I was able to do this past week is complete the sort of the doorway and the window where the postmaster is literally inside, waiting for the mail carrier to come in.
Yep.
And so I was really,
this is great, Pam.
Really happy with getting
Look how
all
cool
of
that looks, though.
Oh, it's amazing. And this whole part was completed. So then I was like, okay, where do I go now? So I decided that I would go, let's see, I think up this way.
Okay.
Maybe? No. I think I went up this way. And then I thought, I'm just going to work on this. And above this is snow.
Okay.
And so I did that one day. And then I thought, okay, where do I go next? Because we're going to avoid Mr. Cow over here till the cows come home. Because it's another bearish section with a lot of quarter stitches and half stitches and all that jazz.
Okay.
So I came down here and I did this whole block. And this is the sign that is above the door that says Post Office Georgetown in backstitch. And I debated about going ahead and putting that in, and I thought, no, I'm going to wait, because there's going to be a you-know-what ton of backstitching for this whole place, for this whole piece.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
cool.
I'm really glad I decided to do this for WIPGO and the way I did it. Yeah. Here's the little sign, by the way, that was referenced in the paragraph that says, don't delay mail today. So, I think there are a couple of people who are working on this. Pam Ormsby at Stitching Between the Lines is one of them. I can't remember when she last showed hers and how far she is. But anyway.
Okay.
It's fun. All right. And the last one that I worked on is my Sal for the week. I have a Sal wheel that I spin once a week on Mondays. And I just ran this off just before we sat down. To show you, because someone commented and says, it looks like you're close to a finish, and I went, no ma'am. So just to give you an idea, this is the Russian version, because Al Forrest is a Russian designer. You can get their stuff through their Etsy and their website, and I have the PDF version, which is why I didn't have a full picture until a few minutes ago. And I also purchased the Al Forrest threads, which are amazing. And I got the needle minder, which was a ship. So, you know. So anyway, this is Treasure Island. And of course, you can see it's in Russian. All the words are in Russian in this picture. But you get the American pages too. The English pages, I should say, not American. So the island is in the middle. Okay? So just so you know. And I think there's like...
Just in case you couldn't tell, from this giant piece of land in the middle, that's the island. Treasure Island, because this is Treasure Island.
So it was released in parts, and of course I have all the parts, and I'm way, way behind.
Well, if you could pick up the pace, that'd be great. The island is waiting.
So I think I'm at a stopping point for this week on this.
Okay.
Because I finished this part.
Congratulations.
So this is what it looks like so far. And you can see I'm obviously English speaking. So
thanks, Pam. Thanks for that clarification.
Yeah, public service announcement. So what I got done this week was I got the apple barrel, hence the apple. I got this little octopus sea serpent thing in.
Yep.
And I got Mr. Billy Bones with his periscope.
Apple barrel.
Yeah.
And
then this morning I just finished that rope.
Yep.
Which kind of goes down a little ways.
Yep.
So
fun.
I'm just doing it in the order of the parts.
Yep.
So what
sense.
I have left is, for this part, is
everything that she didn't show stitched on this.
Huh?
You said what I have left is.
Oh,
I said,
no.
everything she hasn't stitched.
Well, of course, but what I have left in this part is the
wheel?
captain's wheel, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
The thing that steers the boat.
That would be a wheel. Yep.
We're talking a lot about wheels. And then I think the next part switches over to this character here.
Yep.
And, I mean, really, it'll be a minute before they give you
the island. It's really going to be the treasure.
they don't. I've got it all. It's not like they give it to you, but they don't direct you to the big middle part.
I like the whale.
I know.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So, this has just been amazing. I'm a big fan of Al Forrest, and I have quite a bit in my collection.
Excellente.
So it's been a busy week because I mean,
Pam's got 5-7 projects going at once.
It's called retirement. Highly recommend.
Just saying. All right, so
those
are
our
whips
of
the week. Thank you so much. And now. You excited?
You know what that sound means?
Well, baby.
Cool.
So, the first project that I pulled from
my subset of stash. Or not stash, whips.
Whips that I wanted to finish.
Yep.
The first one that I decided to focus on, was technically the Santa Cruiser. That was the first one. The set symmetry.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then, but the second one was this chart that I'm pretty sure I started at StitchAway in 2020.
Wow.
Because
5 years ago?
Yeah, because I remember that it was like the year of the sampler, or like everyone was doing a sampler that year, and so it was like a thing that was started by Brenda Gervais, and then everyone picked a sample, blah, blah, whatever. Anyway, this was the one I landed on, not realizing what 2020 was going to be, because StitchAway was in January.
Right, before everything shut down.
Yeah, it's like we had no idea what COVID was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, this is Caroline Behringer from Summer House Stitchworks. That is the finished model. And it's got a great story on the back. There's a little bit of German heritage in there, which I love. And yeah, it's just great. And if I'm being honest, I don't know really why I stopped working on it. But why did we stop working on things? Because something else probably distracted me. That's probably it. So this is on 32 counts, vintage exemplar from Lakeside Linens. And yes, it's technically using all of the called for colors, but she calls for it to be done in Gentle Arts wool. And I used a 6-stranded cotton instead.
That's right.
So, and she's done.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So, the colors are really great. I love them so much. It's just a very Steph sampler, you know? Watched a lot of football, watched a lot of TV, and cuddled with a lot of cats. So, to get this one done. So, I am very, very pleased with it. And, I mean, I could go 72 different directions with the frame. But for now, she's done. And I love her very much.
Yep. That's excellent.
And I'm very proud of myself that I stayed focused and got it done.
Yes.
So I will post about that on Instagram later as well. But with all of the details. Right. So, yay for that. Happy finishes, everyone. Promotions! Welcome to the Triple P, the promotional portion of the program. PPP, that's what it stands for. Okay, so this is where we talk to you about the Twin Peak Primitives pattern of the week, which is a pattern sometimes new, sometimes old. We'll see what happens. But that we love, that we think that you will also love. And this week's pattern of the week is what, Pam?
Projection of love.
Projection of love.
What are we getting ready for?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
We love it. We love it. So we will insert a picture of projection of love here. So, if you love projection of love, you're in luck because it is 25% off for the next week. Technically, I mean, I don't know if they plan on making it run for 2 weeks since we're not having a video next week.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
Just to be safe, why don't you get it before next Sunday?
Yeah.
So it is 25% off. And however, it's only discounted at 3 places. You can get a discounted PDF from the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop, both of which are linked below. Or if you would prefer a hard copy of the chart, you can also get a discounted copy from the TPP Limited Editions Etsy shop, also linked below, of course. Okay? So, that, like we said, it will be discounted at least till next Sunday. So, run and go get yours today.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Go get it.
Yes. All right.
Okay. That means it's time for
Mail call. Excellente.
What did we get in the mail?
All right. So we've got a few Christmas cards here that, listen, people, we can get them in July. You know what I'm saying? I love them. Okay. And so this came from our girl, Marissa at Kissa. Okay. And she gave us such a, here's a cute little card. Love that. And this amazing, like, update of all of the things.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, because I'm not going to show you the pictures because it's her kids and all the things, but there was something, a little line in here that I am mad that I did not get to do it as a child. She has a child who participates in Gym Dandies.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the local children's circus where she is mastering unicycle, juggling, and spinning plates.
I failed as a parent.
I just want to know why I don't know how to spin plates. Just saying.
That's fascinating.
That's so cool. I love that
children's circus
so much. Okay,
yes.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
And then we did get a card from the Carolina Stitchers. Has a child in it, so I'm not going to show it.
Emma K, thank you for your picture of your beautiful family.
Yes, and your baby is so cute. And then we got a card from Beth Twist at Heartstring Samplery, and a bunch of really great pictures on the back, so that was really awesome. So thank you, Beth. We love you. And then we got this card from our girl Catherine, one of our amazing California girls that we are going to see at StitchAway, so we're very excited about that. And this says, warning, this Christmas surprise isn't for the faint-hearted.
You ready? We love it.
I love it so much.
We love it.
And please do not throw this envelope away because I need to take it to StitchAway because I have a question.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Just don't throw it away, Pam. But thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Catherine.
Yes, we can't wait to see you.
Yes.
Okay. And then we received, this is from another lovely Pam out there in the world. And look at this beautiful card.
Aww.
Love it.
Aww.
And this is Binky. I love this so much. Binky, you're so cute. And Pam made both of us beautiful matching project bags.
Not this Pam.
Not that Pam. No. The Pam with Binky. Binky Pam. Look how pretty.
Look at these. La la la.
Aren't they gorge?
They are gorgeous. Lovely.
Love, 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 love.
Beautifully made. Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah.
So thank you, Pam. That's very sweet of you.
Springy in the middle of winter. Very good.
We love them. And
Very thoughtful of you,
Thank you
Pam.
for thinking of us.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. All righty.
Okay.
And I think that is all of the nail call.
Right. All right. We've got a little bit of haul.
We sure do. Why don't you go first, Pam?
Okay. I think I mentioned to you before that when we were watching Heidi at Whips and Kits, she was one of our silver and golds. She had showed her finish on this chart. This is from Lucy Beam Love and Stitches, and it's called Friends Are Flowers. And she did it on that Lap and Loops fabric, which is called Grandpa's Shop Rag. And I am all set to go now because on Heidi's recommendation, I went and got the I got that Lap and Loops fabric.
Yeah. Yep.
So
awesome.
So that is a good project to get going. It's ideal small for a retreat.
I was just going to say it's good for the white elephant.
Yeah, yeah. I also picked up this from Crochet Go Go.
I love this.
I'm surprised you do, but I love it too.
I like the design of it. I'm not religious, but.
Right. The design is adorable. This is called Nativity Collection 3.
It's kind of like this nativity.
Yeah.
It's like a very well done nativity.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. And it has a lot of features in it that I love, particularly the angel blowing a horn.
Look at her blowing that horn up there.
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
In the heavens. And then
look at the animals.
The
They're
faces
just so
on
cute.
the cow and the donkey are fresh.
I love it.
So I picked that
It's very good.
Yeah.
And it says Nativity Collection 3.
I know. I don't know.
You better get the rest of them.
Well, we'll have to check that out. What does this sticker say?
That's
Original
a seal.
copy.
Yeah.
So that's what they're having to do now, guys.
Yep.
And then this one, Needles Notion. I have several Needles Notions.
Do you?
In my stash,
Yeah.
Letty Ekberg is the designer. Needles Notion. And it's called
Hoot and a Boot.
Hoot and a Boot.
Yep.
Hoot and a Boot.
Isn't it a hoot and a boot? Yeah, because it's a boot.
I'm not sure who I was watching.
There's the hoot.
Someone said they're not going to do the owl. And I was like, that's the main reason I'm getting it.
Because you want to do the hoot in the boot.
Exactly.
Get it? Hoot, boot. Boot, scoot,
it's
buggy.
It's a good boot. Don't get me wrong.
We love a good boot, you know. We know a good boot when we see one.
Yeah, but, yeah. So, that's it for
Hooty
me.
hoot and a booty boot, you know. All right. So, after last week's video, and I was like, I know what my next one's going to be for Satsuma Street, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, late last Sunday night, which by that point knew I was having a snow day on Monday, so I was up extra late, I was like, I need to find that Satsuma Street because that's going to be my StitchAway start.
Yeah.
And so I have like a shoe box that has all of my Satsuma Street ornament kits in there. All my Halloween, all my Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not in there, the one I wanted. And so I was like, I must not have it. Which would make sense because I don't think that until now have I ever had a reason to want to stitch it. And now I have a reason to want to stitch it. And so the only place, I originally went to Satsuma Street's website and she was sold out. And then I went to a couple other places. They were sold out. And the only place I could find it in stock was Hobby House. So thank you to Hobby House for having it in stock. And for, that was a week ago, literally. So came so fast. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
And this is French Hen by Satsuma Street. And again, it's one of those kits just like Santa Cruiser. So I am going to start her at StitchAway. And I cannot wait. So pick that up. But
it's adorable.
Yes.
It's just like The calling birds. I mean,
Hilarious.
Who would think to put an old telephone
Right. On
and
the calling
yet
birds.
She says French hens, and she thinks...
And she puts a beret on a hen.
A beret on the hen and the Eiffel Tower in the background.
So good. So good.
This woman's brain is so good.
So good. So, and then, just to make shipping worth it, because I think they do like a base $8.95 shipping.
Yeah.
And so just to make it worth it, I picked up another Mill Hill, which I had never seen before. Okay. Right. And this is from 2018 and it's called Cheers.
For New Year's. Isn't that cute?
Love it.
Love it.
So cute. It looks like it's going to be quite fiddly once I get the cross stitch down, but if anyone can do it, it's me. So,
you know, I'm thinking of a couple of New Year's designs that we should stitch this year.
Okay.
Since we kind of...
Because I don't have anything else going on.
I know, and I don't either. Of course, I'm fresh out.
Right, fresh
out.
But
just thinking about maybe a year from now, you know, with whatever we do for New Year's.
Yeah.
Might be appropriate.
Sure thing. Absolutely. I really want to stitch the one from Liz Matthews, the Old Lang Syne.
Oh, I do. That's great. And there's
don't you
another
say
one
I do too, because we're not doing two.
There's another one that is Let Old Acquaintance Be Forgot. Who did that one? Oh, I showed it to you. I found it on her website under freebies. Remember? And I said, because I love Google image search, man. I mean, I just take a picture and then Google image.
Right.
Google
then you
lens,
search it by the image.
whatever you want to call it.
Okay, what? I don't know who it was.
I don't either. Was it Beth?
Was it? Oh, yeah, it was.
It was Beth Twist. Yeah. So anyway, there's a bunch of New Year's stuff out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Go for it.
And then the last thing that I wanted to mention was that we'd gotten a message from the designer at Lily Violet after Pam showed her Nanada's house called Midwife piece last week.
Yeah.
And she was so grateful and thankful that that Pam showed that and we talked about it and all the things. And she wanted to gift each of us a pattern.
Right.
And so she did that. And so this is the one that I chose. And I just think they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. And that is the name of it. I think it's Hearts, maybe?
Hearts in French.
Yeah.
I think. Or Italian.
It's so cute.
And this is the one that I picked, and it's called Da Teresa. I think that
you can
might
show the
be
whole key. It's not going to hurt.
Yeah, that's true, the key. But it's a little shop, and it says Fiori at the top, which means flower shop or flowers. But
it's like Christmassy.
But it's Christmassy too, so I just love it.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I mean, if it's half as fun as the Da Teresa. And yours is Cora's.
Okay. Yep. Great. Awesome.
So she gifted us those. And,
so thank you
so much.
That is so kind of you.
Yeah, we love to make sure people are aware of designers all around the world.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but all right, is that everything for the haul?
That is everything for the haul.
Okay. Add to cart. Excellent, excellent.
All right, we have several people to thank again this week. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. The first one we want to talk about is another card that we got.
Yes, and this was a beautiful card from Joan.
Yes, isn't that pretty?
Love it.
Yeah.
And inside the card, she included some monies.
A little monetary gift. And so, thank you.
I want to acknowledge that and say thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Joan.
Yes.
We also want to thank Jana. Thank you, Jana.
And Robin. Thank you so much, Robin.
And another Pam. Thank you, Pam. So, those links are in the bottom. There's one for Buy Me a Coffee. There's one for Ko-fi. And all of that is segregated out for framing, finishing, and postage.
It is.
And we sincerely appreciate it.
We absolutely do.
Okay, so here's the deal, people.
Yeah.
That's all we've got for you today.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, we're driving up to StitchAway, which is at a state park in the state of Ohio called Houston Woods State Park.
Yeah.
And it is, as Stephanie alluded to, the second largest event that we have.
That Keepsakes puts on.
Sponsored by our L&S Keepsakes. What are they expecting for an attendance?
About 150.
150. And you can go for as long as you want. There are going to be people there that are going to be arriving
tomorrow or tonight.
Tonight.
And stay the full week. Yeah.
And a couple of our friends from the Crockpot crew are doing that.
Yeah.
We're going to be going up on Wednesday.
Because I work in the shop Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. She's going to be holding the fort at Keepsakes while everybody, mostly everybody else, is going to be setting up at the lodge.
Yep.
It's going to be a snowy one, folks.
I mean,
there'll be snow on the ground. We don't know if we're getting any more.
Right. So in the world of Keepsakes, I just wanted to, number one, remind everyone that StitchAway is next week. So Barb and myself, not Barbara, the owner, other employee Barb, are running the shop Monday, Tuesday. So we will be open regular business hours, barring another snowstorm, Monday, Tuesday, 11 to 5. So if you are going to StitchAway and you need something last minute, then you can stop by the shop. Then we are closed Wednesday. We're always closed Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday. And then Martin Luther King Day, we are typically closed as well. So the Monday after StitchAway. So just as a heads up for anyone who is traveling or any locals that aren't going to StitchAway, that is the situation. And I did want to let everyone know that we did receive in a fresh box of the corner gauges with the QR code for the freebies.
Yep.
However, this is how it's working. So I have a list of nearly 60 people who are waiting for corner gauges. So I have segregated that amount out of the box. Those, my one thing I need to get done in the next 2 days at Keepsakes is get all of those called and all of them shipped out.
Yeah.
So if you have put your name on the wait list for one, then we have yours. If you are waiting on an online order for one, we have yours. It will go out before I go to retreat on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are going to StitchAway. Okay? So we are not putting them back up on the website until after we return from the retreat.
Okay.
So next time we make a video, I will give you an update on where we're at with all that. But that's how it's going to work for now, because I can't fulfill an online order while I'm at StitchAway anyway.
Oh, no.
So it doesn't make sense for us to put more on the website.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, so that's great. So thank you to everyone who has been so patient with that. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And we'll get those out the door to you before we go retreating.
Yeah.
So.
And because we will be coming back from retreating, we will not be here next Sunday.
Right.
So
we'll be zombies. Thank you so much.
We're gonna be pretty
zonked.
Pretty zonked out. So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll give you a whole recap on StitchAway 2025. It's
gonna be great.
And it's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It is a totally, anybody who's been to both, different vibe from StitchCon. Ambiance, size of the gathering.
Yeah, all the things.
We have a featured designer every year, which is top secret until
the retreat. I mean, I know who it is.
I know who it is, but, our lips are sealed.
It's part of being on the inside circle, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. So, anyway.
We took a blood oath.
Pinky swear. Anyway, so we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With all that fun stuff. And in the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.